Sorry, chat. I'm just pulling up the message here. There we go. And then, didn't Estev get the lowest points ever last week? No, there's been much lower than Estev's last week. Orange Apple, first comment gets a quickie from Mogs. Oh, you're a bit late on that one, mate. TikTok beat you to it. Am I crazy? I'm thinking as a crazy thing, Bruno, Nico Williams, and Tavernier, Senesi, Semenyo, and Anthony/Minte. That is quite crazy. That is quite crazy. Just sold Salah and Gakpo for Sarr and Saka. Good moves. I would say so, Alex. Yeah, I would say so. I would. How long we keeping Bruno? I'm gonna decide in my game week 8 wildcard whether I keep him or not. I'm more than likely gonna keep a hold of him, but I don't know. It's kind of up in the air with the whole Amarin situation. How's that gonna look? In a few weeks' time. DL says Njai or João Pedro. I play Njai this week. Reinders, João Pedro, or Salah. Pick 2. I'd probably go Reinders and João Pedro. I know I sound like a twonk, but how do you change formation? You don't, mate. Don't worry about it. You literally go onto your bench. You substitute one of your players for someone else. Happy days. It'll change formation for you. As well, those who are asking... Those who were asking before, Vivert, he is getting transferred out this week. What are you saying, you live? Yeah, I'm active. We're well indeed active, Orange Apple. We're well indeed active. Thoughts on Gabriel? Gabriel's great. Orange Apple's gone crazy with some lyrics. Jacob says Pedro or Enzo. Honestly, I don't know. It's up in the air for me. I would probably go Enzo and hope as a penalty, perhaps. I think I answered João Pedro before. I think I would maybe change with that in mind, but yeah, I don't know. Keep Gabriel with the injury risk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of read through some of the press conference information for you all and kind of tell you about Gabriel. So Gabriel was forced off midweek. We'll have to wait and see after training. He hasn't done anything today. On Friday, we weren't too concerned about him. So, yeah, that's what I would say with Gabriel. There is concerns there, but it's not... I still think he'll play. But, you know, he definitely could be missed out. And if you don't want to take that risk, you don't have to. McGinn is a great shout, by the way. It's a one-week punt. I don't mind it. I think he'll play. Obviously, Onana's still injured, isn't he? But yeah, the move this week, Florian Wirtz out to a bit of a differential. Mogs, you going to agree with the first comment? Yes. We will. We will, Orange Apple. We will. We'll let you do it, bro. Should I captain Salah instead of Haaland for limbs? Archie, I don't know. I don't think so. Wirtz. Yeah, he's gone this week. Don't worry, I'm transferring him later in the stream. Alex, don't worry. I'm not that deluded. I would have transferred him out last week, but I couldn't afford Haaland if I did so. Orange Lad is already in here, for fuck's sake. I'm late as Zafran. You're not late, bro. We've got like 2 hours. Bruno against Roof, silly pick Mogs. I mean, it's wildcard next week. I'm not taking a -4 to get him out. Am I blocked or something? Reinders or João Pedro? Sorry, Jay. Reinders this week. Versus Semenyo? No, not for me. I'm going to Saka this week. Holy Game Week 1 team. Well, technically, our team should look the best in Game Week 1. So maybe that's a compliment, Josh. It's late here, 10:30 p.m. Bro, get yourself to bed. Think you'll ever consider Valdemade? I think with the news today that Visser's injury is going to be perhaps 8 weeks instead of 6 to 4. Potentially, yeah. Potentially. I quite like Newcastle defence. More so. Zafran's from Indonesia. Wow. Am I cooked triple captaining Watkins? Potentially, mate, yeah. I can start 2. Who should I start? Njai, Reinders, and Yao Pedro. Reinders, Yao Pedro. I'll probably go... No, I'd go Njai and Reinders, actually. I'd maybe bench Yao Pedro. It's a difficult game, but... Diakate or Mukiele to start. It's quite close, that one, isn't it? Mukiele is going to get defensive contributions, isn't it? So... Yeah, it's really close. Well, honestly, I would flip a coin. Why Wirtz? Wirtz is getting transferred this week. He's going to Saka. Kyle Saka. Should I captain Saka? Potentially. I think Haaland's a much safer bet. Elliot Anderson or Virgil van Dijk? Probably Virgil van Dijk. But Elliot Anderson could get nice defensive contributions. I mean, he's playing against his old club. He's bound to score, isn't he? Yeah, I think it's maybe a bit of a higher ceiling with Elliot Anderson. I would maybe consider Anderson. Triple captain Haaland. I don't quite like it this week. I think he'll do well, but... Do you think Gabriel and Ekitike will play? I think Gabriel will play. Ekitike, I don't think's available this game week. Valdemar, potentially in the future. I'm not getting him this week. Wirtz made the cut again. No, he's getting transferred this week, Dan. I'll change the graphic when I make the transfer. But yeah, he's getting transferred out, Dan. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Salah for Saka. I don't mind that move. Thoughts of Valdemar? Yeah, he's good. He's good. Wirtz to Mbeumo or Ekitike. Oh, Wirtz to Mbeumo, Ekitike, Gyökeres. Who do you prefer? Already have Bruno. Probably Ekitike to Gyökeres. Sunderland keeper, potentially on my wildcard next week, yes. Why keep Fernandes? I mean, I'm not taking a -4. I'm definitely getting rid of Wirtz this week, so yeah. That's what I would do with my squad in particular. For those who don't know, wildcard is for me next week, so I don't need to be going crazy. Mogs never sees my messages anymore. He's too big on TikTok to see me on YouTube. I swear I replied to it. I replied to it, bro. I said, Gyökeres. Why have you still got Wirtz? He's getting transferred this week. By the way, if you're in chat right now and someone says, why have you still got Wirtz? Feel free to tell them that I'm going to transfer him out this week. Because I'm going to say it a lot this stream. I'm going to say it a lot. Start Gakpo or Van Dijk. Gakpo. Need to remember the striker situation. Oh, Toby's in chat. Yeah, Toby. João Pedro did drop in price last night, so I was right about that. So you can bring him back in if you'd like to. I'd say if you want him. It's up to you. Hello, hello. Hello, Connor. Shall I keep Njai on? I don't mind Njai. I really don't, but it's cold. It's cold? I've just read Toby's emoji. It's a hard picture, sorry. Little easy Wirtz. Yeah, he's gone, bro. He's gone this week. It's always the three of us, lol, says Zafran. Yeah, it's the boys. Remove Wirtz. Someone tell him in chat. Someone tell him. Gabriel knock. He hasn't trained today. For those who weren't in stream before, Gabriel hasn't trained today. Yeah, what happened to Ahmad and George? They pop in here and there. They're not really in every single stream. You reckon triple captain Haaland is good or save for the Everton game? I would save it even later than that. I would look at maybe game week 12 onwards as a few good fixtures I would use. Why do you still have Wirtz? Somebody tell him. Why do you have Wirtz? Somebody please tell him. He's gone this game week. He's gone, I promise you. I'm just waiting to transfer him out. In fact, do you know what I'll do? Because everyone's going to keep asking, I'll make a graphic so you can see that Wirtz is gone. I promise you. Then I will stop getting questions about it. Is that okay with everyone? Mogs, if you ever made a membership thing in the future, would I get it for free? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, sorry guys. I will change the verts over so you can all calm down. Porro's not starting, bro. What makes you say that? What makes you say Porro isn't starting? I don't believe in Tark anymore. Really? Mayo says, yo, what's good? Van der Ven better pick than Porro? Yes. No, lad, you keeping him in. No, David, I don't want to keep him in. No. Hold up. Yeah, Vert is not staying, guys. I promise you. And I know I'm going to get another question about it in 2 seconds. So I'm going to take my time and make a graphic for you all, just so you can just chill out. Triple Captain Haaland, says Leo. Not for me. Arsenal defender, says Toby. I mean, I'll read out the press conference quotes again for you all on stream, just so you have an idea. So, for those asking about Gabriel, Gabriel was forced off in the midweek fixture in the Champions League. Mikel Arteta told reporters that we'll have to wait and see after training. He hasn't done anything today, so Friday he has not trained. Today he has not trained. But he also has said we weren't too concerned about him. So interpret that how you ever want, however you want, but yes. Sorry, we need to catch up on YouTube comments here. My apologies, everyone. It's gone quite fast today. Right. Vert's laughing face. I know, bro. I know. Just wait. I'm going to change the graphic, I promise. Let me cook. Let me cook. Hold on. Apologies if I'm missing your questions. I am making this a better live stream for you all. Right, is that better? Can you all stop saying, why have you got Verts now? Wait. Should I put Anderson in for Gabriel? Could do. You could. Oh, I've just realised that's smaller now. There we go. Right. Happy guys. Orange is gay as F. Connor and right. What should I do if I get so small I just straight up disappear? To be honest, Tiny Brian, I actually don't know, mate. Leeds will not make it easy for Tottenham, bro. I know that. I know. YouTube comment section is a different breed. You know the score. He's taken me to Neville's Cross for our 20-year anniversary. What are you on about? Doku or Kudus? Doku. Kudus and Haaland. Yeah, decent. I like them. 5.5 forward available. I mean, we can look for you. I don't think there's anyone that springs to mind in particular, bro. If you could afford it, I would probably stretch up to Thiago. 2 seconds, YouTube chat. 2 seconds. 5.5. Is there anybody? Isidore of Sunderland's just over your price bracket. Muniz is injured. Mayenda sits on the bench. Calvert-Lewin potentially plays here and there. So not particularly 5.5 on there. Zafran, mate, no issues. But that's a red, mate. You're first. Moog's a celebrity now. He doesn't even care to answer us anymore. Bro, it's okay. I'm here. I promise. I'm answering questions. Worth playing at any Chelsea or Liverpool players? Yes, absolutely. Depends which type of players you want to play, though. I want to sell Salah, but then I know he's going to start playing sick like always. It's just the way it crumbles, isn't it, bro? Just the way it crumbles. Had a terrible week last week. Went from 30k to 240k. I think everyone had a bad week last week, Connor. Will Spence starts, says Toby. We can look at a predicted lineup for you, Toby. Because I know you like Jed Spence. He's not predicted to start in some predicted lineups here. However, if you wanted him, you could, but it is a bit difficult. Where are the red and white wizards in the team? Next week, you'll see potentially 2. How was work today, Blood Boy? It was good. I looked at blood and analysed it. That's as good as it gets. Murillo injured? Yes, it seems so. Gabriel going to play? I think so. I think Gabriel will still play, but it's up in the air, isn't it, really? Why no Villa players? They will win 4-0. George Ballard, do you have a crystal ball by any chance? Mogs, don't forget us when your Job Centre Plus application gets back to you, lad. Okay. Valdemar, a good pick. I think he's a better pick than he was yesterday because of Visser's updated news regarding his injury. Seems he's going to be out a lot longer. I think Gabriel will play, yes, but it's tough. It's tough. I mean, even if Gabriel doesn't play this week, you're going to have a sort of continued good run of fixtures for Arsenal and Gabriel. So it's not a bad injury. We know this already. So even if he's not in this week, he'll be in next week. Potentially, you could wait on the transfer if you don't think he's going to play, but there is risk there, I would say. Tarkey, Van der Ven, Senesi. Which 3 should I start? Probably Gehi, Van der Ven, Senesi. Saffron, yeah. Mogs, do you reckon I should bench Gabriel for Anderson? Good for DEFCON, I have Raya anyways. You could if you were a bit scared that Gabriel doesn't play. Sort of differentiate yourself. Starting Jai or Enzo? And Jai, probably. This is not FPL. Yes, it is. This is FPL. I'm just using a planning tool to show you the transfer that I will make this week, which is Florian Wirtz to Bukayo Saka. I've got the exact money to do so. Three games. We all getting Calvert-Lewin, though? No. No. Are you live on YouTube? I will not say yes or no to that question because TikTok doesn't like it when I talk about that other platform. So I'll say nothing, but yes. Should I start Sarr and Jai? Ismail Sarr. Worth doing Salah Saka. I don't think it's a bad move this week, in all honesty. Will Saliba start? I would guess so, yes. I would guess Saliba starts. You're all sleeping on Isidore. I would agree. And by the way, whoever asked that in the chat before, what team do I support? Sunderland, baby. Say sorry to the PGMLO when they slip you 50 grand under the fire door next week. What? Sunderland or United? I don't need to say much more. What mic is that, bro? This is a random one I found online. I have no idea what it is. Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. Maybe Ekatike off the bench. I think Liverpool will start a front 4 with Isak, Gakpo, Wirtz, Salah. I mean, they always start a front 4. That's kind of how it goes. Sunderland will sack Amarin. I think Amarin will maybe last a few weeks more. Sounds crisp. Oh, wow. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I mean, I do wear a lab coat every single day, Archie, so yeah. That's weird, Mogs. Before stream, you said you supported Reform UK, and now you support a new team. Well, what is that? Amarin will sack himself this week. Don't even need to play us. Yeah, I agree. Classic Mogs, always finding random things he likes to put near his... What? What? I'm not reading that out. I don't know what to do with my 2 free transfers. I've got 3 City and Tottenham players. Guardiola, Reinders, Haaland. Can you help? With 2 free transfer, I wouldn't do too much there. Connor, do not put that in chat. That's a red card. Thoughts on Gordon on wild card? Yes, I would do it. I would do it. Connor, right, Orange Apple, give him a red card in the chat, please. Why Pedro Porro? Because I've just had him since game week 1, and I'm gonna wild card next week, so it doesn't really make sense to take a -4 on him. Triple captain Jokeres. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Zafran says he believes Manchester United will be great again. Who in chat disagrees with Zafran? I don't think there will be. I think it's going to take a new manager. Muniz or Alderete? I'll go Muniz. Right, Corey. All right, Thomas, lads. Wildcard played in game week 4, L or W. Is your team doing good? If it is, W. If it's not, L. It just depends who you've got. How many points did Estev get last week? -2? Minus 2 points? Only Mogs is allowed to chant that before stream. I'm not. Can you give me any info on who you're definitely getting on wildcard next week? I don't like to fully copy people's team, but you're a trustworthy guy for me. I don't know. It could be completely different to how this team is. Saka's more than likely going to be included. Double Arsenal defense. I can kind of give you a template of it's going to be triple Arsenal. It's going to maybe include Erling Haaland or Mohamed Salah. Most likely Erling Haaland. What do you think of Valdemade? I think he's good. Domac says Romero, Van der Ven or Anderson. I'll probably go Van der Ven. Depends, because there was a bit of a no Sunderland players games gone. I mean, at least I'm wearing the top, but next week on wildcard, I'm hoping to have at least 2. Sorry, dude. I mean, I should probably rep them a bit more, but, you know. Why didn't you have a Sunderland player on your team? I know. I wish I did, because we're absolutely massive. I've been able to control myself over the last... Okay. What's your thoughts on bringing in Saka for Gakpo? Good move, I say. Good move. I think Gakpo's minutes are going to be kind of sporadic over the next few weeks. Maybe a bit better this week. With Ekatike, I think, unavailable. Sarah Minte. I'll go Sar. I think his date is a bit better. Manager isn't the problem. Formation isn't the problem. The mentality of the players is the problem we have at United. They're paying for the money they earn. I mean, I understand that, Zafran, but at the end of the day, it's not looking good for United at all. I'm wearing this one. Last season's home kit. Burnley have a better chance at a clean sheet than Spurs on everything I love. Really? Do you think so? I think they're both equally hard games. I would say Spurs have got an extremely difficult game against Leeds away from home, but maybe I put Estev on. Once you've been gadooshed like I have by Moog, you start to be able to control yourself more. Who are you talking to, buddy? You trying to take this to the parking lot? We've got a fight in chat, okay. Reinders and Kudus. Do you mean or Kudus? If so, it'd be Reinders, I would say. It's probably closer than I think, but... Who's your favourite player from the Black Cat? At the moment, it's Noah Siddiqui. Not as an FPL player, just in general, Aku. Is that your team behind you? Yep. Well, it's not actually, because I need to transfer Florian Wirtz out to Bukayo Saka still, but that will be the team. Why don't you give Saka vice-captain? It's just a quick picture I took of the team. I'll sort that out in a second, but it probably will be that, definitely, yeah. Henderson or Raya start. David Raya. And we're back. Jack Parslow in chat. How we doing, bro? Is the team behind you good? It's okay. It's my team. It's okay. Mogs, triple captain, boom, shakalaka this week. Yes, Sean, lad. Nice to see you in chat, bro. If you were buying defender, no budget limit, who would it be? Probably Gabriel for long term, even though there might be doubts around him this week. Senesi's probably up there as well, isn't he? Senesi's look good. Mogs, do you think I should bench Kevin? I'm gutted because that would be like admitting defeat, and I know he'll perform as soon as I stop playing him. I mean, just play who you think is going to get the most points. That's how you play FPL at the end of the day. It's a very generic and very boring answer, but if you think Kevin's going to get more points than the player you're going to be benching, do it. But like I say, Kevin's minutes are very up in the air right now. Not as safe as we thought he was as a pick. So yeah. Start O'Reilly or Senesi. I'd maybe give O'Reilly some consideration, but Senesi at the end of the day is much more predictable in terms of his points total, so I'd probably go Senesi as a safe pick. Anthony or for Burnley or Reinders? Ooh. I'd go Reinders. Buggy says, João Pedro or Caicedo. Caicedo. I think his points total is much more predictable. Njai is such a good pick. I think he's okay. He didn't impress me last week when I brought him in. And he probably won't stay on wildcard next week, in all honesty, guys. Are there any really good triple captain weeks left? People have said this week for Haaland, but City have West Ham at home around game week 18-ish. Yeah, I would honestly wait for triple captain now. I think just because people used it last week, it's up in the air. But yeah. Gehi over Van der Ven. I would consider that, yeah. Given tips at 3.6 million is crazy. Thank you very much, Ryan. I'll see you in game week 38. It's a marathon, not a sprint, brother. João Pedro or Virgil? Virgil. I sub Salah for Saka. Nice, bro. Apologies for not making it yesterday, Mogs. Don't worry about it, bro. It was a bit of a late stream yesterday when I was doing my team ratings. We'll try to do it again. Not next week, but the week after, because it's international break, isn't it? Sadly. Why is no one going for Valdemade? Forest not playing well. I think people are going for Valdemade. I think people are doing that. Any better moves you can think of than Ekitike to Gyökeres for me? If you're wildcarding next week, you could consider Watkins. That's you could consider it, but I wouldn't do it. It's obviously a better fixture, but yeah. See you in game week 38. We're 3.2 million, buddy. Yeah, people are so obsessed with rank at the moment. I honestly just wait. Everyone's rank is so close together still, like in terms of points. Like you can have an amazing week and you could go up like bloody 2 million in rank. Donnarumma or Dubravka says Z. Donnarumma this week. Why is your formation like that? What do you mean? Vert or Rodgers to start? You got to go Rodgers, right? Vert is just dead in the water, bro. That's why he's gone in my team this week. York seems like a good move, Orange. I would say so as well. I would say so. We're very close to 5k likes on TikTok, by the way. Let's see if we can hit that on today's stream. Njai or Isidore to start? I'd probably go Njai. With Isidore, I know a lot of people like the idea of Wilson Isidore, and he's probably going to start, but there are options on the bench in Brian Broby, Eliza Mayendia. You know, I don't know. I'm not too keen on his minutes. I think if he gets really good minutes again in this fixture, I'll probably get him on wildcard next week. Think of getting a Palace defender for Guardiola or getting rid of Richarlison for someone. Who would you say is more worth to go? Also 2 mil in the bank. I would keep both. I would bank the transfer, in all honesty. Richarlison's probably going to start because the absence of Dominic Solanke. Why did that take me so long to think of? Sarr or Anthony? Ismail Sarr. How serious is the Gabriel injury? Not very serious. Calafiori or Virgil, says Mikey. Calafiori. I'd take a punt on it. I think Muniz is the best Palace defender. Yeah. I think he's decent. Will Collington in the chat. How we going? How we doing? Njai or Yao Pedro? Njai. Njai or Yao Pedro? Njai. Rolling for 5 transfers a good idea. For next week, having 5 free transfers would be great, yeah. Have you used your wildcard? No, it's getting used next week, Adam. Next week's my wildcard. I'll make loads of videos about it and tell you all how great it's going to look. No, every time I make a wildcard draft for next week, it's so hard to do. Might be a dumb question, but Sanchez versus Liverpool, Dubravka versus Villa, Dubravka versus Villa for me. What do you think about Valdemade? Says Luca. Yeah, decent option with the news about Wissa coming out. Obviously not great news for Wissa, but Valdemade is going to keep playing. Who to bench for? Gyökeres, Joachim Anderson, Rodon, Nico Williams. Or I'll probably go Vert, actually. But Nico Williams. I'd go Nico Williams. Orange, but that's difficult. What rank did you finish last season, Mogs? It was like 1 point something % in the world. I can't remember. It was like 1.4% in the world, something like that. We'll look later on. I'll get my game week history up. Will Gabriel start? I think he should start. Really, it's not a massive injury. Players used to just brush dirt off the knees and carry on. If he doesn't play, he's a wimp, man. Yao Pedro Greenish. Jack Greenish. Mogs is going to start putting 5 times top 3 mil player in his thumbnails. Yeah, we could do. We could. It can. Is McGinn a good shout? For 1 week, potentially. But I don't think he's going to be a consistent pick. No. Evan Nielsen or Yao Pedro. This week, I'll probably take a punt on Evan Nielsen. Just for this week, though. Is it wise to have a good bench, even though not using bench boost? I mean, your bench is kind of used for rotating players in and out. If it looks good, then, go for it. Orange, I put in Moog's birthday card that you would give him 25 back rubs. Is that the case or not? He indeed did that. Ekatike or Pedro? Pedro, because Ekatike is not going to play. Would you take McGinn over Belieber? This week, would I do that? No, I'll play Belieber this week. Are you saying Yao Pedro isn't a good starter this week? I don't think he's going to score many points. We'll say that. Semenyo, question mark. Potentially next week on my wild card, I'll be able to get him, yeah. But this week, I'm focusing on Bukayo Saka with the better fixture. Minte has a differential? Absolutely, yeah. I do not mind that at all. Njai or Sarr, says Max. Ismail Sarr for me. I think he's great. Just bring in Saka already, Moogs. What are you waiting for? We're just kind of just hanging out. I don't know. I kind of want to keep him there a bit longer, Connor, because it's freaking you out. Do you play football yourself? I used to, Anders. I used to be okay. We'll say that. I was okay. Timber and Raya or Gabriel and Pope? Gabriel and Pope probably for me. Bogle as a pick for a few weeks. I'd probably go Rodon or Goodmanson. Will, mate, it was 25 Bulgarian squats for me. Is McGinn only good for this week? I mean, you can have him longer term if you really like John McGinn. And if picking John McGinn makes you happy, absolutely go for it. But I don't think he's that good of an FPL pick, in all honesty. But just because I say he's not good doesn't mean he won't do well. Where am I up to in chat here? I have Yao Pedro and Virgil van Dijk really stuck on what to do because I don't want to play both together. I mean, sometimes you have to. Gamble on Gabriel, I would personally, yeah. Margot Robbie to Sydney Sweeney or roll. I would definitely make the transfer. What position did you play, Mogs? Left wing, right wing, striker, right wing back, left wing back. Anywhere where I could run because I was quite quick. Tarkovsky or Virgil? Probably Virgil van Dijk. Should I triple captain Haaland? You can do if you want. I think there is stronger weeks later in the first half of the season. On Sunderland's books, War Mogs, underrated baller. Mogs was definitely a 4 million defender in his under-14s team that fell to 3.9. Oh, your dribbling skills pretty good then. They're okay, yeah, not bad. Do you want to play clubs later, says little Bri? Yeah, I will, mate. My parents are going away, Brian, so I'll take the Xbox downstairs and we'll play some pro clubs. Game, question mark, says Ruben. This is FPL, bro. This is FPL. Please answer Njai or Tarkovsky or Richards. I play Njai. Cute, says little Bri. You're cute, little Bri. Gakpo. No, Greenish or Gakpo. I have to bench one. Thoughts? I'd probably bench Gakpo with the harder fixture. Sunderland goalie or Burnley for this week? Ooh, I'd probably go Dubravka. Crystal Palace defenders are currently the best in the game at the moment. Start Gakpo, Dixie. I don't know. I think Greenish could get something in the game. Because like Gakpo's minutes could be really all over. I don't know what to think of Cody Gakpo right now. It's hard to put my finger on it. When should I triple captain Haaland? I wouldn't consider it this week. I mean, you could absolutely go for it this week. He's on great form, but I think for a fixture later in the first half of the season, I would like clubs or Huz Mogs. We're playing clubs this evening. There is no Huz around, I'm afraid. He doesn't know about the second option. What do you know, bro? What do you know that I... Like, come on, dude. My phone's buzzing up right now of all the Huz, mate. What are you on about? Caicedo, Yao Pedro or Virgil van Dijk? Only one. I would play Virgil van Dijk as a bit of a safer pick. Is Murillo playing? No, I think he's injured. Thoughts on Van Dijk to Gabriel? I'd maybe wait a week if you're cautious about the Gabriel injury issue. If you're not, make the Gabriel move. It's completely up to you. Can you get Orange Apple on the clubs? I'll get your team. I'll get your Div 10 team in order. Mate, take my ultimate team and make it better because it's looking trash at the moment. Gabriel Saliba. Gabriel longer term. This week, probably Saliba. Yao Pedro or Gakpo to start. Gakpo. Might have to buy FIFA just to get involved. Are we going to have an FPL Mogs clubs team here? Is that what we're saying? Start Richards or Yao Pedro? I'll probably go Chris Richards. The ceiling's maybe higher for Yao Pedro, but I feel as though Chris Richards could do great. Bench Gabriel? Start Bruno or Anthony? I'll probably start Bruno. Somerville? It depends because Nuno's going to really experiment with the West Ham team and he's going to swap and change in the next few weeks, and that maybe could include Somerville kind of getting sort of benched here and there. But what is the point in Mark Yu if he doesn't start? I mean, I'm not focusing on my transfers on bench players, is what I would say. We can completely leave them there till next week when I wildcard. But I completely understand you. Gyökeres captain for a differential? Could do, yeah. Could do. FIFA is overrated. Just play FM, boys. Someone in chat I've had before loves FM. I can't remember who it is. Ekatike to Gyökeres. There we land. Nice one, Orange. Nice. FM is clear. Yeah. What do you think about Tarkowski? He's okay. Yeah. I mean, defensive contribution. Bit of a monster. He's got a bit of like goal threat from set pieces in a way. I would maybe choose other assets other than Tarkowski if I was on wildcard this week, but still I think he's a good option, yeah. Is Gabriel fit? He's got a bit of an issue. Apparently Arteta isn't too concerned though, so take that how you will. He hasn't trained today though, Billy. Yeah, Gabriel not trained today. Not today. Tarkowski or Munoz? Munoz, I'd go for. Bit of a higher ceiling. Njai or Semenyo to start? You got to go Semenyo. He's on fire. Mark Gui or Virgil? No, Van de Ven. Sorry. Mark Gay. I'd probably go Mark Gay there. Because in FM, United are willing to treble. Quadruple even. What do you think of Gabriel? I think he's good long term. I think this week maybe be a bit cautious on his minutes, but I think he'll still start. It's a hard one to take this week if you're really determined on Gabriel, because if he doesn't start, you're then disappointed, but you're going to keep him long term anyway, aren't you? Predictions and first scorer for tomorrow. I'll lump a whole pound on it, says Will. I think, in all honesty, Enzo Lefebvre will score the first goal, and the prediction for the fixture is Sunderland will win 2-1. Will Greenish blank? I don't know, Charlie. No, I think he'll do okay. I think he can get something from the game. It's a hard fixture for them, but bloody hell, Will, chill out, you mad bastard. I'm telling you, he's addicted. He's addicted. He needs to calm down. Enzo or Kudus? Kudus this week. He's got the better fixture. Enzo is on pens, though. Fulham defence shaky. Maybe last week they were shaky. I don't think they've been shaky overall. I think they've been okay. Bench boost with Dorgu, King and Gabriel. Maybe. If you really like it and you've got a good keeper in that mix as well, you could Oran. Bench Lacroix or Njai. I'd probably bench Lacroix. I think Njai could get something out of the game, but if you want to play it safe, I'd play Lacroix. Game's going to get rained off, knowing Old Trafford it'll be soaked in the away end. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, I'm glad you couldn't get us a ticket, Will, because, we would have had trench foot at Old Trafford. Will you be keeping Njai after that this week, and will you be starting him versus City? No. I'm probably going to get rid of him on wildcard next week, Adam. Good question, though. Best goalkeeper pick under 5 mil. Robin Roofs. As long as you have a good rotating keeper with him. If Nick Pope is still under 5, maybe Nick Pope, but I think he's 5.1. Is it safe to have Doku? Seems to be in good form. Yeah, I like Doku a lot, actually. Is Gordon a good pick on wildcard? I would say so, Spurs CM. Mugs will get soaked, but he's not an Old Trafford, he's an inside. Yeah. What are we talking about there? Kudus or Njai? Kudus. And Wemo Brace, do you reckon? I think it's a harder game than people think for United. And maybe I'm just saying that because I'm wearing a Sunderland top. But no, seriously, Sunderland are a really good defence. Obviously, I watch them every single week. Really solid. Really, really solid. Feeling sketchy about Bruno against Sunderland. Sunderland are in good form so far. Yeah, I would agree. I think Bruno will still do okay. It's just difficult to tell what United are going to turn up for the fixture. Do you guys have an FPL league? Can I join? Yeah, if you go into the YouTube description, you'll find a link to join the mini league. Isidore hat-trick incoming, am I right? I mean, if he scores a hat-trick against United, I am buying this season's top with his name on the back. Morg's ignoring YouTube again. He's actually commenting too fast. I'm a United fan, 2-1 Sunderland win. I said the same thing. Morg's I'm not ignoring YouTube chat. If that's the only option, start vert orange. Oh, I have missed a question. Have I? It's gone. Sunderland is better than we all thought. Yeah. Haaland triple captain. Do you reckon this week? Why do you have Esteve in your bench? He was so bad against Manchester City. He hasn't been bad in the other fixtures, though. Why would we look at one game against potentially, the best team in the league currently? Liverpool haven't exactly looked on form. Yeah, I wouldn't judge an FPL player on just one game week. Pedro or Valdemar? Gabriel in or out? In. Remember, there's risk about that, though. Zerb, everyone thought Sunderland was getting UCL. Liverpool are top and lost 1 year. Man City have better form. I think Man City have looked a better football team currently than Liverpool. Liverpool haven't been clicking fully. I don't know if you've been watching the games. Reinders or Greenish? Reinders. Yeah, something's missing in that Liverpool side. Something is seriously missing. I think City have looked great. Valdemar or Evan Nielsen? Valdemar. As captain, Kudus or Richer? Ooh, I don't like that. Probably Richarlison, but I wouldn't captain either of those players. Say it for the final time, Captain Saka. Shafiq knows the score. I potentially could do so, but I think I'll be on Haaland this week as a safer bet. I'm actually ashamed that I've only got 324 points. I'm 90-ish in the Mogs Mini League. Zafran, I'm probably much further behind you in the Mini League. Do not worry. Reinders or Mbuemo? Mbuemo. I think it's a better fixture for him. Gravenberch or Doku? Doku. Doku, serious baller. Bench Gabriel and Mukiele. I wouldn't bench Gabriel. I'd play him. How many points are you on, bro? I don't know. Maybe 314 or something like that. 314. Should I vice Semenyo or Salah? Depends who's your captain. Probably Semenyo, though. 1,000 YouTube subs and Mogs plays strip FIFA. Who am I playing against, though? Because I ain't stripping. Reinders has the thing of missing big opportunities. I don't know. He's been okay. I think it was just last week he kind of showed that off. Leicester 15-16 all over again. Pip Arsenal at the top spot by Isidore scoring 5 in the last game to take the golden boot from Haaland. Will, what fantasy land are you living in? And Mbuemo or Kudus? And Mbuemo, I'll probably go Kudus. I think Sunderland are a better team than Leeds right now defensively. Gabriel has a 25% chance to not play. Yep. Verge risky. I mean, yeah, it's Chelsea, but I don't think I'm going to take a -4, Sam. I completely get you, though. I would agree it's risky. Timber and Van der Ven, or do you mean all Van der Ven? If so, it would be Timber. Anything you can promise for 1,000 subs, Mogs? Mogs liked comment, you have to do it. Maybe I'll do a TikTok of that and say the most liked TikTok comments. We'll do it. You can play against me, but we'll have to record it this time, Mogs. Oh, for God's sake. No Xhaka. Sadly not, Tony. I would love Xhaka right now. Pedro and Njai to start. Njai. Voldemort captain against Forest at home. Good gamble. It's a good gamble. I think there's safer options, though, like Haaland. Gehi, Richer, Reinders, who should start? I would start... in the order would be Richarlison, Reinders, Gehi. I'd play the fixture move. 1.1 in the bank. Who do I get as my fifth midfielder? I have Reinders, Semenyo, Bruno, and Sarr. Depends how much money you would have. Ari. Probably look to like Minte, I would imagine. Saka or Salah? Saka this week and onwards, I would say. Orange, you didn't have to say FIFA. So what were you on about doing Okay, right. Yeah, we're not reading that. No Senesi? No, sadly not, man. I would like Senesi, but again, I'm not taking a -4. Not taking a -4 this week. I'm going into wildcard next week, if you weren't aware. Yeah. It says Gabriel has a knock. Will he play? I think he'll play personally, but be cautious. I was round to sort his plumbing issue. What? Right, we're making the transfer. Tank, I support Sunderland. Sunderland. We're going Verts to Bukayo Saka. We're doing it. We're live. Bukayo Saka. Moogs didn't get stuck in the washing machine again, did he? Oh my god. Should he pick a Sunderland player over Bruno? If I had one, I would, Tank, but I don't have one, mate. We've done it. Advice captain. Get him sold. I'm not taking a -4. I'm not taking a -4 this week. I've already made my transfer. Moogs didn't get stuck yet. Reinders, Richarlison, Sarr. Who should start? My order would be Richarlison, Sarr, then Reinders. Should I captain Gyökeres? You could do. Bruno, lol. I know. Who did you transfer? Verts went out for Bukayo Saka. Right, that would be the team. Okay. We'll refresh it. Is this the real FPL? Yes. This is just a planning tool. I've decided to bench Kevin for Reinders this week. I still believe in him, but maybe he's not quite ready. I moved a bit too soon. I have Truffert in defence anyway, so we can just play for a Bournemouth clean sheet. Yeah, I would probably do the same thing if I had your side. Will like a TK play? I don't think so. Let's read the message. Not message, my notes from here. So, on Ekatike, he went off in the midweek fixture. Hugo is going to train today, so let's see where he is. The same can be said for Federico Chiesa. I don't think they'll risk him. I think they'll play Isaac and then probably sub on Ekatike from the bench. How many points did you get in game week 6? What did I get? 49? 49 points or something? Play Anderson or Rodon. Kevin Hattie incoming. What is your FPL app? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? No, I get what you mean. I'll change the graphic. Hold on. Liverpool looking shaky. Should I get Virgil? I would wait on Virgil van Dijk. Any Foden recommended replacements? I wouldn't replace him. A fifth mid, I have Semenyo, Gordon, Sarr, Anthony, budget 7.6. Anthony, Minte's okay. Could consider Reinders. Cheap nailed City asset, but he's coming into a bit of a harder run of games. Gordon, if Gordon's around that price, he could be okay as well. Bit of a punt, of course, but Right. João Pedro or Mateta or both and Greenish bench. I'd maybe go... I'd play Mateta, definitely. I'd play Jack Greenish as well. I'd bench João Pedro. Go for Matoma, I reckon, or Doku. Yeah, I would say so. I reckon Doku, Matoma, Gordon. If you want to go cheaper, you could go into sort of Minte as well. But yeah, that's kind of... It's a nice budget, that, to be fair, mate. It's not a bad budget, that. What about Sesko? No. No. Not for me. I like him as a player. I've watched him a lot. But, yeah. Not for me, I'm afraid, bro. Sorry, chat. I'm just changing the graphic for you all. So it looks a bit better on your end. If it would bloody let me do it. Not now from Manchester United Sesko, right? I mean, he's just not looking too great. He's not really been impactful, has he? So that's what I would say to that. Where's the new one? Sorry, TikTok. I'm just rearranging the graphics so you can see the transfers I have made. That should look a bit better for you all. That should look better. Apologies if I missed some of your chats there, guys. Moog, show your rank history. Oh. Have I just made my team... Oh, for fuck's sake. So, sorry, I just made my team really big there. Game week history. So, 21, 22. I had no idea what FPL was. 22, 23, same thing. And then 23, 24, and 24, 25 is when I started playing properly. So these two is when I started playing, bro. But yeah, that move's done, by the way, guys. 7.1 million. I have Ryan, Semenyo, Bruno, and Sarr. Who should I get for the fifth? Sorry if you answered, says Ari. Doku, Matoma. Well, Matoma's actually a little bit of a doubt, so you could go Minte. There's a lot of good options in the midfield. A lot of people are going in Jai, in fact. Refresh that page. Ismail Assar or Njai. Ismail Assar. Is Gabriel starting? We don't know, but I think he will personally. Apologies, everyone, if I'm missing your chat. I've just had to do a bit of a rearrange there. Is it worth changing my Esteve to Alderete? Yes. I would probably play Esteve, actually. I'll probably play Esteve. I think Manchester United will probably score in the game. I think they probably will score. I don't know whether to captain Haaland or Gyökeres. Haaland for me, Ben. A bit of a safer one. Check Twitter replies. Corey Collington is a crap name, I can't lie. Proper main character name, that. Yeah, that's my name. It says it in the top left anyway, doesn't it? Check Twitter replies. That's what I was doing. Sorry, Orange. Sorry, bro. Richards or Van Ven? I'd go Richards. I'd go Richards. Oh, I've just realised my other bloody light is running out of battery. Right, I'm going to quickly turn on my light. 2 seconds. We bloody ran for the light there. That should look better. That should make things look a little bit better. It looks like I've got a bloody halo above my head now. Right, sorry. We're back. This has been chaotic. Reinders or Caicedo? Reinders. Ekatiko or Pedro? Pedro. João Pedro or Anthony? I'll go Anthony. We'll go a bit differential there. Twitter replies. God, I can only imagine what this is going to be. Which tweet have you replied to? No way. Orange, delete that. That is terrible. I need to take a picture of that. That's awful. That is... It is funny, but yeah. Which? Oh, thank you for the roses. Whoever sent those roses, FC and 111111. Oh, it's just 1111. I'm saying too many. What's he gone and said? Connor, you do not want to know. He's saying Wise Blood only suggesting blonde players with blue eyes. That is outrageous. That is a straight red card for you, mate. 7.7 forward. Sorry if I'm a bit delayed on that one. 7.7. 7.7 as a budget. Jared Bowen. I'd go Jared Bowen. Is Orange Apple some sort of law? He's always here, bro. He's the guy. He's the guy. Seriously, no Bournemouth assets? No. Sadly not. I definitely would do if I had unlimited transfers, but I don't. Next week I will have unlimited transfers, though, because I'm on wildcard. So you might be able to see a Semenyo in there, or a Senesi. Should I keep Semenyo? Yes, absolutely. Is Bowen better than Sesko? I would say so. Yeah. I don't know if Ewan is still in chat, but Ewan, this light that I've got to my right-hand side is decent, but the other one has died on me, so... Yes, boy, Owen's in the chat. What a legend. Porro or Lacroix? I'll go Lacroix. Bowen's goated, I would agree. Bloody hell, I've just taken a look. Joshua says, please help with these defenders. Or for Senesi, Van der Ven, Virgil van Dijk, Timber, Guardiol. I mean, help with in what sense? I think they're quite good. Orange, you reckon Moogs gets rejected from art school? Okay. Watch Kudas blank again. I mean, I'll watch it, and I'll probably transfer him out my wild card. I think it's a very hard game for Spurs. I really do. 80 viewers, you know my boy's gone up. I mean, we've somehow figured out how to stay on TikTok Live without getting kicked off, and I think that's been a big factor. But welcome everyone on TikTok. Brilliant to have you all here. Voldemar, the captain, says Tom. Potentially you could consider it. Forest have looked a bit shaky. Will Gabriel play? I think he personally will play. But you have to be cautious with the fact that he has had a little bit of a knock and he hasn't trained today. Transferred Salah for Saka for a -4. Nice one. Have you been putting English flags up? No, I have not been putting English flags up, and I haven't been painting roundabouts. Sa or Njai. Ismail Assar, Leo. Ismail Assar, bro. I'm going to cap Gyökeres over Haaland. Thoughts? I think it's a bit risky. As in which... But right, I see what you mean, Joshua. Apologies, bro. I thought you meant that was the one you were picking on a wild card, something. I got confused. Remember me when you're famous, brother. Oh, and I will always remember you. Do not worry about that. You're one of the OGs, dude. Do not worry. Use Minte. I could do in the future, yes. Gabriel isn't starting in the starting lineup. Who's told you Gabriel isn't starting? That is fake news. Yeah, we don't know if he's going to start or not. It's not been confirmed or anything. But Joshua, it would be Senesi, Timber, and Guardiol. The mustache is giving, I can't lie. For real, I rate it. Mateta or Anthony? I'd go... I'd go Mateta. Kamara fake newsman. What the hell is that? Am I being this stupid here? Oh, I've just clicked off. Okay, we're there. No Semenyo. Sadly not, bro. If I had an extra transfer, I possibly would. Mugs, you got LinkedIn on our... Yeah, just search... Well, you know what my name is now, so you can search it if you want. Mugs, how big do you reckon this channel will end up being? I don't know. I sacked it off after 2 game weeks. Genuinely so bored. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying it, mate, you're not enjoying it. You know. Yeah. Look, Connor, I like the question. I don't care how big the channel is. I don't care how many followers I have necessarily. It's always nice to expand the channel and grow it, but I just like making FPL videos, dude. It's always fun for me. I like playing the game. You know. What a humble guy, says Ewan. I still love you, though. No worries, Owen. I know you love me, bro. I love you too, man. An absolute OG. Top or bottom, says Ewan. That is crazy. That is absolutely wild. FootMob shows he's not in the starting lineup. What are you on about? I've just realised I've turned... Okay. Bro, the Arsenal match... Do you want me to show you? I think what you're doing is looking at something that is predicted and not real. Do you get what I mean? So they predict that Gabriel isn't going to start. That's not a confirmed lineup. No doxing me. Go on there, you sexy man. I won't dox you, bro. You're orange. You're nothing but orange apple. What is you? But to be fair, I didn't expect that to be your name, bro. What did I say your name was going to be like weeks ago? It was like Paul or something, wasn't it? What do you think for the double transfer this week? Saka and Richarlison for Gyökeres and Sarr. Or Gyökeres and Sarr, sorry. I'd maybe just edge it at Gyökeres and Sarr because I really like Ismaila Sarr. I really do. How have you got the same guy from last season who always gave you reliable info before news came out? I can't remember the account. There's a few accounts that I follow. There's a few accounts that, send information out. But yeah, I don't think we'll get any today in particular. Unless you have a passion for blood, then fair dues. No, I don't have a passion for blood. I tell you that. I wanna work within sports media. This helps build my portfolio, of course. Gabriel or Van der Ven this week? Gabriel. I'll take the risk on him. Because chances are, if Gabriel is injured, he's not going to play off the bench, is he? That would make sense to me personally. How can you have the starting lineup a day before the game? Bro is giving Fabrizio a run for his money. I mean, I think he just got confused with the predicted lineup. Really tricky decision to do. Do I go Dubravka versus Aston Villa or Liverpool? Sanchez versus Liverpool? For me, it's Dubravka. You never thought that Orange's real name is Humphrey Higglesbottom the third. Yeah, I know it's a bit out there. Oh, really? I'm still in secondary school. I want to work in sports media too. That's class. Yeah, Connor, go. Just get a portfolio going. Make stuff. Just put yourself out there, man. Just do it. Because I've done this, I'm working a bit with Sky this season. So yeah, just go for it, bro. Honestly. Ewan sent the bubble gum. I seen that on my face there. That went on my... I'm not going to say that, but that did something as a filter, Ewan. Thank you, though, bro. Thank you. Bench boost with Dubravka, Caicedo, Richards and Anderson. I'd consider that, Taylor. I'd consider that. Unless you got a particular plan for bench boost in the future, but that's not bad. Thanks, man. Cunha or Mbeumo, last question, I swear. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I like Mbeumo a bit better. Ewan sending the slays. Nice. Nice. Oh, where's it gone? Can you hello mate? Can you defend why you went for Kudus and not Xavi? Xavi wasn't even a player in the game when I bought Kudus. Is what I would say. What you doing with Sky? Mugs is famous. So I do match reports for Sunderland, for Sky Sports, for analysis program. I'm one of the representatives for Sunderland. There's a few other people who do it as well, of course, but yeah. I didn't like how Mugs took one look at me and went, yeah, Fairs, bro is trying to take the moral high ground. What do you mean I looked at you and said Fairs? Because you said last week, guess your name, and I didn't expect your name to be that name, Orange Apple. That's why I looked at that like that. Also, my eyes should be up here, not down here for stream. We've got to be somewhat professional. I'm thinking of bringing in Senesi for one of my Villa defenders from -4. What's your thoughts? I'd wait 1 week. It's pointless taking a -4, in my opinion. That's classy. They pay for you. No. It's all just like volunteer stuff. It's just that I represent Sunderland for the fan analysis program. It's a new thing this season completely. But you might see it pop up here and there on Sky. But yeah, I really like doing it. I'm on a wild card. If I say my team, can you help? I've done the chip, but I don't know if my team is any good. I mean, if you've got any questions, go for it. Stutter is crazy. Sorry, I just looked at your account, you in there, and you just put me in shock, bro. Robert Sanchez and Njai or Pope and Ismail Assar. Pope and Ismail Assar. Young Don. You a Sunderland fan? Yes, I am. Template team, respect it. I don't think it's very template, is it? I don't think so. I mean, Pedro Porro's not template. I suppose it does look quite template, actually. You're right. It does look quite template. I mean, how many people own? So 8% of people own Bukayo Saka, so that's not template. I'll give you that. Everyone's got that midfield bar, Saka, mate, lol. Yeah, I would say it's template, apart from like Bukayo Saka, really. Can you help with my starting 11? Raya, Senesi, Gvardiol, Van de Ven, Timber, Njai, Semenyo, Kudus, Reinders, Pedro, Haaland. Main subs, Van de Ven, Richarlison. I'd play Richarlison over Njai. Would I? Potentially, yeah. Mugs was working a bit with Chris Hansen recently. I'm not sure if it was planned or not, but it will be on Channel 4 in a few weeks' time at 9. Start Kudus or Reinders? I'd probably go Reinders. I think Kudus' fixture's really hard. Double Spurs defence is not template. Yeah, I would say that as well. It's not template. But, the midfield is quite template. What did you get in game week 6? It was like 49 or something like that. I didn't triple captain Haaland, so everyone else kind of didn't do too well, to be honest. Start Josh King or Rodon. Rodon. Kudus on fire, ole ole. Do you reckon Kudus will do well, Gio? Double Spurs for the first 4 game weeks. Nice, Sam. They did alright as well, didn't they? Spurs will lose to Leeds. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard fixture for Spurs. I think they've definitely got it in them to do alright, though. Why is that done that? I don't know. Haaland brace again. I do. He's our best player. Really? Do you think so? This is my last straw with Porro and Vicario. They have been so bad. I mean, they've been alright. They haven't been outstanding, have they? They haven't been too amazing. Is Konate a good shout for this week? No. I don't think so. I wouldn't do that transfer personally. Is Gabriel available? He's available, yes. He is available. Not even an ad back from Mogs. I've got the stream on my phone, Sorry, mate. I'll obviously add you back. Don't worry about that. Guiu has been a flop. Get rid of him on wildcard this week. I'm not on wildcard this week, Colin. Next week I'm on wildcard. Moog, surely a red for orange. No, he's completely within his rights to say that. I will, of course, add him back, though. Senesi, Poro, Calafiori, Gehi. Which 3? You've sent me 3. Or do you want me to order them on when I would play them? I'd go Calafiori, Senesi, Poro. That's the order I would do. I said got rid. I got rid of him. Oh, nice, Colin. Nice. Who else have you got on your wild card this week, Colin, mate? The only thing with Grease, he might not get any minutes. He won't get any minutes. He won't get any minutes. I think he'll get a minute here and there, but yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, he was just a pick because Sunderland got him. He looked like he was going to start for us, but then he had to be recalled. So now I've withdrawn the request. Now, Moogs, I'm handing your ring back tomorrow, bro. I already know your name. Is he worth having? I think you could consider him, but I would be careful with the fact that he hasn't exactly played consistent minutes yet for Arsenal. I think he will get there at some point. Anderson, rash choice based on future fixtures, do you think? Rash choice? No, I've had him since game week 1. What do you think about a Salah and Haaland draft? I don't mind it, Noah. Next week, I could probably consider doing a Haaland and Isak draft, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know why I gave Moog so much leverage. I'm cooked. Bro, what can I say? I mean, you say you've withdrew it. I can see it right now. Okay, it is gone. Never mind. Would you consider captaining one of the Arsenal boys over Haaland? No. Not this week for me. I think it's a good fixture, but like Nuno might do some decent things with West Ham in their defence. No Semenyo? No, not this week. I can't afford him. I would take a -4. Virgil or Gabriel? Gabriella. Captain Semenyo? No. I wouldn't do that. Bros just docks me with his effing glasses. Right, GG. I mean, no one's seen that, bro. No one's seen that. Nobody saw that. I mean, you can't even, like, when I look down like that, you can't even see anything. Would you consider Gordon? Yes. Minte, good differential? I would say so, Colin, yeah. I would say so. Reinders or Doku? Doku. Yao Pedro or Reinders to start. Reinders. Will Gabriel play? Has a B? I think he will. I'd be cautious on him, though. I'd be cautious. Do I play Virgil, Grealish, or Senesi? Pardon me. Senesi, then Senesi, then Virgil, and Grealish is how I do it. I'm missing Kevin as a starter already. Nah, I just saw my profile. I saw the literal words. Humphrey Bro. I have Gabriel. Do you think he'll play? I think he will play, yes. But be cautious on Gabriel. If you're transferring him in, just really think about it. Could you maybe wait a week? But I think he'll play, so I would buy him personally. Start Van de Ven or Gehi. I'd go Gehi. It's a bit of a safer one. Taking the risk and captaining Saka. Nice one. Nice. Yao Pedro for Reinders or Njai. I'd go Reinders with the better fixture there. I'd go Reinders. Would you get rid of Gakpo? I'll have around 8.6 million if I transfer him out. I would probably get rid of Gakpo, yeah. I think his minutes will be sporadic over the next few weeks with Ekatike, Isak, Wirtz. Wirtz can play left wing, by the way. So, yeah, I'd be cautious with it. Start Van Dijk or Gehi? I'll go Gehi with the home fixture. Mugs, you don't need to tell anyone that I work as a intern cheese grater for Morrison's. Okay, I won't say anything, bro. I won't say anything. I mean, your thing's gone now anyway. I only remember your first name because it was cut. It just your first name. But when I've clicked on it, it's just disappeared. Mogs, does it jiggle? Right. You're gone. Gay is away. Oh, sorry. I've looked at NHI. I would still pay Gay. I'd still pay Gay. Yeah, I've literally just looked at NJ on the screen there, seen home, and just went, oh yeah. But no, I would still play Gay. Petrovic, Timber, Gay, Senesi, Saka, Reinders, Gakpo, Semenyo, Haaland, Pedro, Richarlison. Good? I would say so, Samuel. Richarlison or Gyökeres? Mogs, do I have permission to start Kevin over Reinders? You can do whatever you want with your team. Just because I say something doesn't mean you absolutely have to do it. I mean, you're better ranked than me at the moment, Connor. So you tell me what to do with my team. This is how this works. Nah, it doesn't. Do whatever you feels good, bro. Owen says, Dorgu or Van de Ven? Van de Ven. Do I take a -4 on Gakpo to Saka? If you're desperate to get Saka, but... this dude still has Murillo on his team. No, I don't. He's on the bench. What are you on about? Swap Gordon with Gakpo. That's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. It feels so wrong, but it feels so right. Is Gabriel playing? I think he will do, but be cautious with the news we've received today. Are you sure about Bruno Fernandes? No, I'm not. No, Mogs, I'm asking for permission. I'm not going to tell you what to do, Connor. Swap Reinders for Doku. I mean, yeah, I could do, but I'm not taking a -4. Valdemar, a good choice this week? Yeah. Bruno or Rice? Bruno. Get rid of Kevin. I'm sick of him already. I don't even have him. Best Spurs replacement, Saka. Where's Semenyo? Sadly not on the team. Sadly not. Maybe next week when I wildcard. Xavi Simons or Ekitike? Xavi Simons. Ekitike had a bit of a knock. He trained today though. Yeah, Connor, if you really want me to give my opinion, I don't think Kevin's minutes will be too great within this particular fixture. I would maybe look at, playing Reinders, who is safer for minutes. Is Xavi Simons worth the price? I would say so, but, what are Spurs' fixtures looking like coming up? They're okay, aren't they? They kind of teeter off in a few weeks' time, to be fair. Xhaka's good, yes. When did Nick Pope go from 5 to 5.1? I can't make subs now. Last night. Price rise last night. Always be careful with price rises, guys. There are free websites out there where you can track price rises. Hello from Jamaica, says OP. Hello, bro. How are you doing? Voldemort is good, but he won't play 90. Why wouldn't he play 90? As in, if you were to choose to pick Pedro... Oh, it's gone. Where the hell's that gone? Oh, Pedro with Reinders or Njai. It would be Reinders and Njai. I wouldn't pick Pedro this week. Sell Verts or Dewsbury Hall. Verts. But if you can't make your team work, you'd probably have to go Dewsbury Hall because he's not there for this game, is he? I dare you to card me. I'm not reading my own name. Oi, Mugs. Should I first bench Nico Williams or Joshua King? Joshua King. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. Appreciate that, bro. Is Isak a good choice now because Ekitike is gone for now? I think Isak is a decent choice, yes. I'm probably going to get him next week. Hello from Kazakhstan, says Joe Mays. Yakshamash. Hello, nice to meet you. Eze or Foden? Foden. Connor, mate, I'll send Michael Oliver round your housemate. Then we'll see who's laughing. Oh, dear. Bro, last week I got hit hard. Was second, now dropped to 5th. Was 76 points behind. Any advice this week? Just take your time with it. Take your time with it. There's no rush to be instantly above your mates. You've got so many game weeks ahead of you. Is it okay to put Rice in? Yeah, he's okay. It's not, not a groundbreaking pick, but he'll slow and steady get the points. He's on set pieces as well. Last week I had so many injuries and reds. I had to use my free hit. My team was so cooked. It happens, bro. It happens. 8.3 Verts replacement. 8.3 Foden, Semenyo, Gordon, Njai you could consider. Ishmael Assar is probably my favourite though. Is Gabriel okay to play? I'd take the risk on it, yeah. Do you know who will take the corner for Arsenal? Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka normally take corners. When are you planning on bench boosting? Yeah, so I've changed my chip strategy ever so slightly orange with stuff that has came out recently. I've kind of figured out when double game week could be. It's actually not game week 14 that I thought it could be. It's actually game week 16. So my bench boost will be used in game week 16 and then triple captain in game week 14 with a free hit in game week 11. Wildcard next week. There's the whole chip strategy for you. Who's the best then FPL King? I like Ishmael Assar or Phil Foden, Nico for you particularly. I know your squad a little bit better. So yeah, I would say that. That wasn't my whole message, Mogs. I know you want to read it, but I do not want to read that in full. I will not respond. Do not redeem. Martinelli on form. Sarr is a shout too. I wouldn't go Martinelli. His minutes are going to be all over. Last week you said you were all for free speech. England with Danish flags. Like, I know I'm benching Kevin, but I hate it. I know he's kind of like your child. That's a Danish flag, you mug. That's the whole point, Connor. It's because loads of people put Danish flags up instead of English flags because they're idiots. Why does everyone have Njai, bro? I mean, it was a really popular move last week against West Ham, but West Ham looked really decent, actually. It's not Van de Ven or Van Dijk. I'd go Van Dijk. Gyökeres, why? Penalties, Arsenal, 9 million against West Ham. Good fixtures coming up. It doesn't look like a bad pick. Doesn't look bad. What about Watkins, Haaland, and Voldemade? It's not bad, yeah. Yakuba Minte gonna cook? I would agree. Orange Apple, you're rage baiting, Connor. Stop it. I have to go with Sarr. I have three City players. Yeah, I think Sarr's good. I think long-term Sarr's a good hold. I think his data looks really fantastic as well. Caicedo or Porro, who would you start? Caicedo. João Pedro, I don't like João Pedro this week. Sakura don't take penalties. I don't think so. I think Gyökeres will take penalties. I mean, we don't fully know that. It's just an assumption, of course, but my assumption would be Gyökeres takes penalties. It seemed like when the penalty wasn't awarded in the Arsenal fixture that Saka picked up the ball and was holding it for Gyökeres, pointed to him and spoke to Trossard and Gyökeres about the penalty. For me, I think Gyökeres takes pens. Njai or João Pedro, Njai. Van de Ven or Gehi. Gehi. Reiner's a good pick. Yeah, he's alright. Isn't that possible double game week pretty unlikely? Yes, it is. I'm thinking of saving my free hit for that just in case, though. Yeah, it's unlikely, but Palace can definitely make it happen. I mean, they're unbeaten in 18 games or something now, isn't it? 18 or 19 games. Mogs, can you activate my King Tower with your mini packet play? Okay. Gravenberch, Sarr or Semenyo. Sarr, then Semenyo. I'd say no. I'll go. Semenyo is probably better than Sarr, but Brendan Harrison or João Pedro. Who would you start? Probably João Pedro. Flip a neck. Wind your neck in, lad. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, I know what I said. Never mind. Doku, Gravenberch, Semenyo, valid. Not Gravenberch for me, Thomas, but yeah. How was work, Kitten? Who the hell is this? Because you in the stream the other day. Is it George? I don't know who. Honestly, I don't know who it is. I'm thinking it's George, but work was alright, man. Because someone was in the chat the other week asking about work, and they knew that I worked in a hospital, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? Gabriel to Tark and Sar to Garner, or just roll. Just roll, I think. Roofs is a shout, and Doku, yes. Harry Potter or Voldemort? I'd say Harry Potter because I'm wearing glasses. Chris Richard or Anderson? Chris Richards. Sar or Semenyo? Semenyo, just about. Semenyo's been great. Caicedo and Jai. Xavi Simmons, yeah, he's alright. Made me look like a proper melt there. I've just been called a melt. Thanks for that. Semenyo and Senesi should be in almost every team. I mean, no player is essential, but yeah. Put Semenyo in, bro, trust. Yeah, I'd love Semenyo, but I'm not taking a -4 for Semenyo this week. That doesn't quite make sense. Especially when I'm in a wildcard next week. Dom says Van Dijk or Grealish. I'd go Van Dijk. Going on YouTube because TikTok is a mess. Yeah, TikTok is going crazy. Everyone on TikTok, if you want to go over to YouTube, you can do. I'm live streaming on there as well. Hopefully TikTok doesn't ban me for saying that, but there you go. Start Yao Pedro or Van de Ven says Snorlax. I like your profile picture. I would start Yao Pedro. You're definitely getting 10 points this week. I mean, that's better than 0. Better than 0. We're wildcarding next week, so it's just a survival week this week. I'm expecting sort of a small red arrow, in all honesty. Triple captain Haaland this week, says Steve. I would wait, but you can do. It's not a bad fixture. I've got so many Irish mates who moved over to London to work. It's too easy to rage bait them. It's class. Mogs be like, I like your Pokemon and blood. Wow, that's terrible. Zekatika injured. He's got a bit of a knock. Want to hear my team? Yeah, go for it, bro. 3 Spurs, that's brave. It is brave, but I've just got to survive one more week, Lewis, and I get a wild card next week for Game Week 8. No, TikTok doers, don't move here. What can I say? What can I say? The stream does look better on YouTube, I'll say that. Gabriel Oconsa. Gabriel. Mugs looks like my old history teacher. Oh, don't. You think Wood and Vert out for Jokeres and Reinders? Yeah, that's good. That's a good set of moves. Didn't know TikTok live streams was a thing. Yeah, Aku. I do both at the same time, but TikTok doesn't really like that. Why not Senesi? Because I'm not taking a -4 for Senesi this week. The priority move was Vert to Bukayo Saka. I like Senesi though, Oscar. You're absolutely right to suggest them. Why do people pick Njai Everton over Crystal Palace? Well, I think a lot of people had Njai last week for the West Ham fixture and obviously have carried him over to this fixture. Why have you still got Fernandes? Because I'm not taking a -4 to get someone else in. Didn't know FPL TikTok live streams was a thing. I've just read that same thing again. You reckon Saka will gain his form back? I think this could be a... For me, fixtures breed form. So this good set of fixtures coming up, I think could, improve Bukayo Saka's form a lot. We'll have to wait and see, though, because if it doesn't, then we'll move him on. But going Jokeres cap, nice, bro. No Semenyo, sadly not, bro. Yeah, YouTube chat is better because we have orange here. Mogs looks like Banksy painted on South Bank. I don't know what that means, but sure. Banksy's kind of cool. What do you think about Jeremy Doku? I think he's great. Bench Gabriel this week? No, I would play him. Start Muniz or Van Dijk? I'd go Muniz. What do you think, Konate or Dorgu? Probably Dorgu with the better fixture, but it doesn't feel great to play him against Sunderland, I can't lie. Bro can't read. Yeah, I can't read. Can't lie. I literally have to read things so fast that it doesn't process in my brain. Does this deadline mean we make a new team for the next game week. Yeah, when the deadline passes in 26 minutes time, you will be able to make your team for game week 8. Which two would you start? Senesi, Anderson, or Lacroix? Senesi and Lacroix. Sorry, I'm new to FPL. Don't worry, Adam. Don't worry. Welcome. You are absolutely welcome. New or old to FPL, everyone is welcome here. I'm on a free hit. Should I go with Lacroix or Gehi? Gehi. Mike said, I've got Haaland, João Pedro, and Bowen. Do I bring in Gyökeres? I need to Raya and Pope using wildcard this week. No, I would. If you've got Saka, I would cover that in the midfield. But Gabriel chilling right? Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Foden good for this week? Yes. Who to start? Romero, Van de Ven, Gabriel, Senesi, and Gehi. Romero, Gabriel, Senesi. I would take the punt on Romero, but if you really wanted to, you absolutely could go ahead and play Gehi over Romero. I'm not reading that, Orange. You're the Neymar to my Messi. Mogs, would you kiss me? Maybe. How many drinks have I had? Gordon ? Yeah, good. Opinions on Strand Larson. I think next week he's becomes a better option with his fixtures, but Wolves have looked a bit ass, to be honest, bro. Best captain with that team. Oh, best captain with that team, Haaland. Donnarumma, Nico, Van de Ven, Senesi, Anderson, Semenyo, Kudus, Reinders, Salah, Gyökeres, Haaland. Yeah, I would say Haaland. Emily says, should I captain Semenyo or Isak? Ooh, probably Semenyo if you are choosing just between those two. I think there are safer options this week, though, Emily. What chips have you played? None. Is Njai a good pick? I think he's okay, but I think I'm probably going to jump off him in next game week on a wild card. Is Gabriel fit, do you know? I mean, he hasn't trained today. So yeah. Take that in mind, but I think he will play this weekend. Muniz or Van de Ven? Muniz. Sarr or Semenyo. Orange is sus. Bring him home to his mum. Mogs, what you got for dinner, lads? Pizza, mate. Pizza. No Semenyo? Sadly not. Mateta's alright, yeah. Triple Captain Haaland. I'm not this week, Anwar, no. Shout out to who? Shout out to who, bro? He was pictured in training, Mogs. Who was? Liam. Shout out to Liam, indeed. Veteran to chat says Welbeck. Oh, do you like Welbeck as a pick? Haaland better for captain than Gyökeres? I would say so, Ned. But you could go Gyökeres if you really wanted. It's a home fixture, you know. Sell Dewsbury Hall and Verts to buy Semenyo and Xhaka. What do you think? That's not a bad move. I don't think you need to do, pardon me, a -4. Shout out to the cost of living crisis. Dumplings. Ooh, nice. Asians love dumplings. I'm your brother's mate. Yeah, shout out Liam, man. Saka in, yes? Hell yeah. Saka is in. And he's here to stay. We'll see how he gets on against West Ham, I suppose. Zafran, do you know what, bro? I made what's it called? Gyoza, like 2 months ago. They were outstanding, mate. They're like dumplings, aren't they? Shout out to Shane Deacon. Who the hell is Shane Deacon? I hope I've not said some serial killer's name there. I think I have as well. Who the hell is that guy? I hope it's not. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Van de Ven, Pedro Porro, no. Yeah, he is better, Lee, yeah. Gabriel was pictured in training. Arteta said he wasn't in training. an official quote says Arteta was not in training. Arteta was not in training. Gabriel. Shout out to Mogs going to London a week late and walking around with a flag by himself. Right. Van de Ven versus Munoz start. Munoz for me. Yo, dude, start Caicedo or João Pedro. Caicedo, I think, is a safer pick. Nasi Goren is goated. I've never heard of that. Saffron, bro. I'll have to look that. But maybe I have heard that actually. I don't know what I'm having. It's Friday, so hopefully like a pizza or something. Mate, I'm having pizza. Virgil Munoz, I meant Munoz. Having bangers and mash. Ooh, what a meal. No Curtis Jones. No Curtis Jones. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Moving like Ali and Ericsson. Nice. Shout out Dele Alli, man. Kudus or Minte. I wouldn't have any Liverpool defenders because they look bad at the back. Yeah, next week I probably won't. I'll probably have double Arsenal defence. Burn in. Yeah, I'd do Burn instead, yeah. Absolutely. Afez, TikTok's probably thinking, what the hell am I talking about here? Sorry, I'm reading YouTube chat as well. By the way, if you're on TikTok and you want to go over to the YouTube stream, go ahead and do so. It's much better quality, I will tell you that. And Buemo or Gordon this week? Gordon. And Buemo's really good. Great data behind him. I think he's a strong pick, but I don't know. I've captain Isidore against United. Should be an easy hat-trick for him. I mean, maybe I agree. We'll see how we get on. I think it'll be a good game. Do I sell Dewsbury Hall and Verts to buy Semenyo and Xhaka for a -4? What do we think? I don't think you should take -4 in that situation. Contra Burn. Van de Ven, João Pedro, Caicedo. Start 2. Van de Ven, Caicedo. I did answer Bjorn. Sorry, bro. I didn't think you should take the -4 this week, personally. I think the team's strong enough to maybe find a way to survive. Sar, Anthony, or Rice in? Sar. 3 subs off 950 Mogs. Oh, wow. If anyone on TikTok wants to help out with that subscriber goal, go subscribe to the YouTube. Valdemade and Saka, or Gordon and Gyökeres. Valdemade and Saka. Anderson -4 to Romero on bench boost. -4 Alderete. Then Fernandez to Saka, or leave it. I would leave it. Yeah, I'd leave it. Or maybe next week on wildcard. Yeah, you could do next week on wildcard. João Pedro versus Richarlison. I think it's a hard game for both. It's a hard game for both. I'd maybe push João Pedro there. Theoretically, Spurs should do better, so you should go Richarlison, but like, maybe you would go Richarlison in that situation, bro. Maybe you would. I think that's close. 4 subs off 950. He just unsubscribed. Just got that there. Spurs fan Richarlison will not start the game. Why do you not think he'll start the game, Puff Daddy? Tell me. Tell will start up front tomorrow. Is that because of some news you've found, or is that just what you think will happen with Thomas Frank? Mate, I've sold Salah for Saka and Gyökeres. Wait, you've sold 1 player and got 2. How the hell do you do that? I'm joking. That's a good move, bro. I like that move. I'll do it next week because then they will meet Wolves. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. João Pedro or Stack to come in for Gabriel if he doesn't play. Statch. What's your score prediction for Manchester United versus Sunderland? 2-1 Sunderland. Enzo Lafayette scored the first goal. and Isidore to be absolutely class. Now, we'll see how we get on. It's going to be a really hard game, but I think we'll pull through. Hopefully, at least we're 1 point. We'll see how we get on, though. Should I triple captain Haaland? You could do this week. You could do. I'm personally leaving it for a bit later within the first half of the season. Orange, you actually know Mogs in person. He doesn't. He doesn't know me in person. But he knows my name now, so maybe I'm a bit scared. Nah, I'm not really. Do I pick Martinez or Henderson goal? Is Martinez back? He is, isn't he? Oh, no. That's what I was reading before. Sorry. Martinez pulled out of the Aston Villa 11 on Thursday night with a calf problem, so you'd go with the other. Start 2, Van de Ven, Lacroix, Virgil, Anderson, Lacroix, Van de Ven, Anderson. I'd bench Virgil. Mogs, can you check if there's any news? I have Anderson, Kevin, Trevor, Semenyo in my squad. Yeah, absolutely. Give me 2 minutes. I'll see what we've got. Yeah, we'll check some early team news for you all, but we'll have to hopefully get quite lucky with team news for these type of teams, but we'll try it. Van de Ven and Gabriel. Senesi, Anderson, Virgil van Dijk, Van de Ven, Lacroix. Which do I bench? Who do I get rid of for Gabriel for Van de Ven? Gabriel for Van de Ven doesn't seem too bad, but it's a good fixture for Van de Ven this week. I'd probably bench Anderson in that situation. Bye-bye, I will go eat tacos for dinner. Bye-bye, I hope we will talk more after dinner. Go for it, Bjorn. You do your thing, man. Yeah, Orange Apple doesn't know me, but hopefully one day, who knows? Yeah, hopefully one day I will meet Orange Apple. We'll go for a pint somewhere. Me and the boys. Fame will get to this fella's head. He'll bin us off for another 5. I won't. I'm just trying to keep up with 2 chats at once. It's hard. I got the most template team for after wildcard game week 6. You know the team, but what do you think about bench boost game week 9? Dubravka, Anderson, Goodmanson, Anthony. I don't think it's bad. I think that'll be a really interesting game to watch as well. I triple captain Doku because I can see the future. Oh my god, this guy can see the future, everyone. Should I buy Timber or Gabriel? I'll go Gabriel. They have an FPL festival thingy. They do it every season. Maybe then we could. I think the people who go to that are kind of. I don't want to say too much about it, but there was Jermaine Genius was there, last one, so yeah, it's not looking good. Jermaine Genius is a bit of a creep, isn't he? No, but 2, Van de Ven, Lacroix, Anderson. Oh, 2 of them to bench. Lacroix and Anderson. You can't do this to me. I made this company. You know how much I sacrificed. I really like that reference, Orange Apple. I actually said that quite often. Pedro or Van Dijk? Van Dijk. No to start. Sorry, Jed, I'm completely misunderstanding. Out of those players, I would start. 2 of them would be Lacroix and Van de Ven. I know you were jerking. Jerking? Whoa. I know you were joking earlier, but for real, Orange, when did you start watching this lad? I don't know when Orange came in the street. Orange, you've been around ages, haven't you? Orange was in last season. I can't remember what week, though. Oh my, to start. Yeah, Jed, I think I got you right, and it was, and I answered you there, bro. But I would bench Anderson in that situation, so I'd play Lacroix and Van de Ven. I do apologise if I completely misunderstood your question there. It keeps moving and I can't keep up with it. I scroll a bit to get to it. How do I change formation? You substitute one of your players on your bench for a playing player on your team, and that will do it. Everyone on TikTok, double tap the screen as well. We're close to 7k likes on today's stream. Let's see if we can get it. Bjorn is a proper geezer, sacking off Mogs for some tacos. He doesn't give a toss. Yeah, bro, get them tacos, man. I'm hungry as well. I can't wait to go eat. I don't know, mid of last season, maybe even longer. Yeah. Not crazy, but right. Yeah, it was around that orange apple. You and Jack and like Baller Boy, Awad, all of them. No Palace player is crazy. I mean, next week I might have a Palace player. I'll tell you that. Start Alderete or Isidore. Alderete's probably a safer pick. Am I an early bird? I just joined the Moog's army yesterday. I mean, we've been making YouTube videos for 2.5 years now. So maybe you're late. But no, I've only started live streaming the last 2 seasons. There is no good reasons to have Kudus. Can you list all the bad reasons, Luke, for me, please? Please. Yeah, I'm not too keen on Kudus in particular. I think he's okay still, though. There is good reasons to own Mohamed Kudus. Triple Arsenal defence on my fantasy team. Go for it. Kudus is shit, that's why. He's not, bro. He's just not. I had 2 Spurs fans come in stream today and say Kudus is their best player. I don't think he's an amazing FPL asset, I will say that. But he's not terrible, is he? Gyökeres is a gamble. I've been gambling on him for way too long then. Will Anthony return? Potentially. It's a harder fixture, but, you know, Villa are kind of hit and miss recently. Actually, now I think about it, it's probably Northern Irish. Oh, I've missed that. Sorry, Orange. Is Xavi Simons an okay pick this week? Yeah, he's all right. That just proves how bad Spurs are if that's their best player. Robbie, something tells me you're an Arsenal fan. I don't know what it is. Is Salah definitely a sell soonish? If anything, Salah's a buy in game week 8 if they look better against Chelsea. But I've sold Salah last game week for Haaland. And of course, we all know how well that went. Gyökeres on the triple equals money. I want to make money. No, I'm not doing that, bro. Sorry. I appreciate that idea, though. It's a good fixture for him this week. Hopefully on pens as well. Hopefully we find out. Kudus is their best player because Spurs is shit. I don't think they're that bad. Not Moog's crashing our conversation. Oh, sorry, Connor. I was just trying to keep up, man. Moogs, you on the pints tonight? Nah. Although, I don't have any in, bro. I don't have any points in. Wildcard in Game Week 7, good idea. I don't know what your team looks like, Collins, but if it's going well for you, then probably a good idea, yeah. Yeah, if your team wasn't looking too good, you weren't too happy with it, Collins, you know, Wildcard in 7's not a bad idea. Why Virgil and not Gabriel? Because I don't have more than 1 transfer this week. Not everything is about you, Mogs. I know, but I just like to keep up with the boys. Keep up with the chat. Let's see what's going on. Anthony and Jai this week, probably. Maybe you go differential with Anthony if you really fancied it. As soon as I get Haaland, watch him blank. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that, Gum Captain. Just going to refresh my team just to make sure everything's saved before the app eventually crashes. Riz, question mark? I don't have Riz. What are you on about? Triple Captain Haaland, Luke Thomas. You could do, but I'm not too keen on it this week. Just realised my camera's been flipped the entire time. Flip. There we go, TikTok. You've actually got me the right way around now. Sorry. Right, where we at? Which city is best to go in the UK? Is Manchester any good? Manchester's alright. You can come up Newcastle and I'll go for a few drinks with you. It's up to you. Bench Greenish or Reinders? Greenish. Right, final chance. Start Verts, Nico Williams, Joshua King. It happens when watching a Moog stream, Jack. Bro, I fell asleep. What's happening? I mean, you've got 6 minutes till the deadline, Jack. That's what's happening. I would not start Nico Williams, and I would not start Joshua King, which leaves Florian Wirtz, but we don't even know if he starts. So you'd maybe look at Nico Williams, but it's not great. If Spurs lose, you're done. Well, I'm not done because we've got many, many game weeks to come. But I just have to survive this week, bro. If I survive this week, I can wildcard next week without taking any hits. I'll be in a much better position. Triple captain Gyökeres, you could do. It's a good fixture. Eze or Pedro, sorry. I'd maybe go Eze this week as a 1 week punt. Manchester is the best, probably London, because of how many different things are there to do. I mean, yeah, London if you want to visit the UK. It's definitely a place to look at. Why not Rice in? I'm not too keen on Rice. I like pasta better. Nah, I don't know. Rice is it's one of them picks where I'm like, it doesn't really excite me. Pedro Isidore, Taco Friday in Norway. Nice. No need to wildcard, to be fair. Team is strong. No, with my strategy going forward, Luca, you'll see when I make videos about it in the coming weeks. Wildcard, it does make a lot of sense with my team and strategy going into the next few weeks. Romero, Isidore, I'd probably play Romero. Should I sub Gabriel off? I wouldn't. I'll play him. I've been thinking to go there 2 years from now, watch United live. I mean, I wouldn't watch United currently. It's not looking too great. Me and you on the same length with trust Reinders. Yeah, trust him, man. I mean, it's a good enough fixture. Why not play him? I mean, apart from the fact I don't have anyone on my bench to play him, but you know, why do I feel like this team is way over 100 mil? I mean, it's in fact under 100 mil. It's 99.5 million. So it's actually cheaper than 100 mil. Triple captain Haaland versus Sunderland or Leeds? I don't know. It's a bit too far away. Curious George. Around after game week 12, I think triple captain will become a much clearer option for a few different assets. Perhaps when Cole Palmer's back. Pardon me. I don't know if United is still in the Prem though. Maybe Championship or even League One. Why have I got the hiccups? What's going on? Tom Moore, bench boost or triple captain this week? Haaland. I don't know your bench, Tom, but triple captain you could this week if you really like the Brentford away fixture. I personally like waiting after game week 12 to use the triple captain chip. I'm trying to talk too fast to keep up with everyone's chats. Watkins hat trick. Ekatiko or Pedro. Gehi or Tarkovsky, Gehi. Start Reinders or Pedro, says Frank Goulding. Reinders. Gone the days Cambridge in League One. It's sad to see that, yeah, United haven't been great. Shall I start Gabriel this week? Yes. Start Reinders or Grandbert? Reinders. Minte or Reinders? Minte. I would go Minte. I think Minte's great. Romero or Isidore or Virgil? The order I would pick those in would be Romero, Isidore, Virgil. But if you really like Isidore for the fixture, you absolutely could go play him Cole Parker. Arias, I've checked for team news, Connor. I can't find anything. I said it's going to be really hard for these teams in particular. It's incredibly hard to get team news. Let me check this one page actually. Hold on. If Kevin starts, I want to start him. Well, I'll try my best to find something, but yeah. Final one. Pick 3 out of the 4. Van de Ven, Gehi, Senesi, Tark. I'd play Van de Ven, Gehi, and Senesi. I mean, if you really want reliability, go Gehi, Senesi, Tark. Gabriel injured. He's got a bit of a knock, yes. Julian Timber or Caicedo, Julian Timber, Sanchez or Dubravka. Should I keep Gabriel in my team? Yes, George. Will Gabriel play it? I think so. No, bench Tark. I mean, you could bench Tarkovsky, but I think you're going to get reliability from the fact that he gets defensive contributions. He plays every game. If you really want to go against the grain, well, it's not against the grain, but like Go for the Spurs one, Van der Ven. Van der Ven. I'm just called Zafran Van der Ven. I need some food or something. I'm depleted. João Pedro, Reinders, mate, Reinders. Last minute till the deadline, everyone. Make sure your teams are locked and loaded. Go make sure your teams are locked and loaded, then come back. Go, 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 go. Stop telling me stuff. Go save your teams. You've literally got 1 minute to do so. My team is ready, says Zafran. Nico's ready. Foden, question mark. Yeah, he's decent. Talk for Reinders. No, Reinders would play for me. You've not got long to the deadline, though. You've not got long. Connor, if you want to play Kevin, go ahead and do it. I've got no news for you. I'm really sorry. It's incredibly hard to get news about these types of teams. Go sort your teams out, everyone. Go sort your teams out. Mine's saved. I'm ready to go. Come back to the stream once you've saved your team. Literally 30 seconds. Literally 30 seconds. Go sort your FPL teams. Do it, do it, do it. Connor has started Kevin. He's lost his mind. Zafran, go save your team. Stop messaging. You've literally got seconds. It's probably already past the deadline by the time you're hearing this. Has everyone saved the team? Have a good week, FPL King. Thank you very much, Nico. You enjoy your tacos, mate. Foden against Brentford in the last 3 games, 5 goals. Yeah, he's been really great. Connor's cooked. He's got someone's dad playing. What? Oh. Vicario, Gehi, Van der Ven, Senesi, Semenyo, Foden, Reindeers, Mbuemo, Richie, Porro, Haaland, captain. Let's go. Let's go. I think he's a good pick. I think so as well, bro. Foden looks great. So Kevin is going to blank and Reinders is going to cook my Damar. Why did I change last minute? Because you like Kevin. I mean, I told you my opinions. You did your move. That's completely fine. It could work greatly for you. It could slap you in the face. As long as you learn from your decision. Kevin! Enzo or Caicedo? The deadline has passed, but my answer would have been Enzo. Maybe for a safer pick, Caicedo, but I think Enzo with penalties, there is a chance there. I'm so dumb, I have Truffert in defence too. I mean, it's not a bad move. It's not bad. Here I give you my taco. Whoa. No Sunderland players as criminal. I know. I mean, especially when I'm wearing my top as well. I think next week I'm going to have 2 on my wildcard. 2 players from Sunderland. Sunderland. But yeah, I think we'll probably go double defense to be completely honest. So a defender and Isidore. Noddy. Used to play with Lionel Messi, but he said he was shite, so he jumped on a flight. Now he's playing for Reggie Lebray. Kevin is their most expensive player. He will thrive. Be patient. That's a good point. No Senesi? Yeah, no Senesi. Didn't want to take -4 for a move like that. Who's watching tonight's game? Me. I will be watching it. I will give you money to go Sunderland. No one's given me any money to move to Sunderland players. I will do that myself next week. I will give Isidore thoughts. Isidore's great, Liam. Isidore's fantastic. What team you support? Sunderland. Yeah, if you want to join my FPL mini league, by the way, whoever's watching the stream, go onto my YouTube live stream, go into the comment section, the description, sorry, and there is an automatic link that you can join. Obviously, the deadline has passed, so you probably can't do that right now. Never mind. Start Kudus or Foden this week? Foden, but the deadline has passed. Yeah, feel free to join the league whenever. If you go to any of my videos on YouTube, it will be in the description as an automatic link to join. Best differential at the moment. Very controversial, but I think Well, it's not controversial, really. I think Minte's brilliant. I think Foden's great. I think them two are really interesting FPL picks. What did you eat for dinner today? I ate a garlic hummus pita bread with meat and cheese. I couldn't tell you, but I'm third in the league, so that team is mine. Yeah, Connor's really high. If I join a league now, wouldn't I be like behind everyone because I'm on 0 points? No, you will not be, Apollo. I've made it so whoever joins keeps the same points they have right now in FPL, and I'll change it halfway through the season and lock off the league completely, so it's just us in the league. What do you think of my back line? Gehi, Van Dijk, Senesi, Romero. I like it. Bruno in the team versus Sunderland defence is criminal. Sorry, bro. Wait, should I start Jose Altidore or up front? I just don't know. I'm not saying it, bro. Right, surely when it refreshes, we are both starting to transfer in players to the benefit from the price rises before wildcard. Yeah. Yeah. We are indeed. You should change that soon enough, Mogs. Yeah, it's going to change soon. I just want to get as many people in as possible, and then obviously when we start heading into the middle part of the season, we can lock it off. Okay, what's the code? If you want the code for the FPL Mini League, go over to my YouTube live stream right now and go in the description. There's an automatic join link, and it will be the easiest way for you to join. Dubravka versus Villa or Sanchez. Dubravka, yes, Max, but the deadline's already gone, bro. Sunderland is a good team. I like Sunderland as a team, but Liverpool on top. Yeah, Liverpool they're still currently winning the league, aren't they? They've looked a bit shaky though, Nico. They've looked a bit not so great going forwards. So maybe that persists after the past two fixtures, but we'll see. Put Haaland captain. Yep. What time you end in stream, Moog? A few minutes time, maybe. A few minutes. We're kind of just chilling out. No Semenyo as bowls. I would have had to take a -4 for Semenyo. Do you join Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite now. I used to when it first started though, like when it was like season 1 and that. Nah, I'm joking. I thought you were being serious, bro. No traditional European foods use rice because it is not really grown here. I've just jumped into the YouTube conversation at the complete wrong timing. We're talking about rice. Connor's begging you to leave. You don't have to be here, Connor. You can leave if you want, but you might miss the big news, which is no news at all. Crystal Palace going to be the Nottingham Forest from last season. I think Forest. The reason why Forest were looked at as such a good team and sort of a resurgence or sort of surge of good form and ending up where they did is because they were right at the bottom in this previous season. Palace aren't that. They are a 12th place team. They always finish 12th. So Palace finishing slightly higher doesn't surprise me. Mike is crazy. Is that a good thing, Liam, or a bad thing? Does it sound good or bad? If it sounds bad, tell me. Nah, Mogs, I want to stay until the lineups are out so I don't get clowned. I want to see if Kevin starts. Ooh, we are waiting for that. We are absolutely waiting for that. Good, very clean. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. It's such a random mic as well, It's not even like it didn't cost much money. I got it for my birthday. I got it for Christmas one year. Like years ago. I'm a FC 26 player, not Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not too keen on Fortnite myself. I've started playing FC 26. By the way, Nico, I've started playing. Is Sunderland the Forest of last season? No, I don't think we'll end up there. I think we'll be good, but I don't think we'll be that good. Do you know what I mean? Add me on FC26. I don't know how to do that, in all honesty. If you could tell me how to do it, I'll look at it. Actually, Mogs hasn't got an iPhone, so that's a lie. How did you know I didn't have an iPhone? That's my phone. Add me, Nico. If you send me a DM with that, I'll add you on FC26. I don't know how to do it, but I'll have a look for you. Because I know you like to play it. Anyone want to play FM online save? Orange Apple might play with you. He's good at FM, isn't he? Semenyo, Rice, Reinders, Solids. Yeah, it's alright. Not bad, mate. Look. Okay, FPL King. Thanks, man. Boys, when FM26 is out, we're all doing an online save. Come on. Is it not out yet? What's the crack with that? Is it delayed? It is delayed, isn't it? Something like that, anyway. Me and Mogs and Orange. And yeah, it would be so peak, bro. Zafran and me and you and Orange. Sorry. Zafran actually would, although I'm in the middle of a save at the moment, so we'd have to get to a point where I want to start a new one. Yeah, that's fair. When I play FM, it's very rare I play FM because I don't really play it right now. But like, I always like to get to a certain point in the season and I kind of stop and just start a new one. I always like to do the start of seasons. I really enjoy doing like starts of seasons, and then I kind of tear off and get bored. I need to do like a challenge save though to keep me like engaged in FM. How can you not have Semenyo? Because it would have cost me a -4. And I don't think that was worth it. Oh my god, I've got like some sort of hiccups right now. What do you recommend starting Romero, Senesi, Gabriel, or dropping one for João Pedro? I would recommend starting all the players you started, yes. I wouldn't play João Pedro this week. Valencia first season, wow. I'm in my Cambridge save, season 6, came 8th in the Prem last year. I signed Kevin. Are you live 20 more minutes? Probably not 20 more minutes. We'll see how we get on. I'm waiting for the Fulham lineup to come out, and then we will maybe laugh at Connor if Kevin doesn't play. But hopefully he plays for Connor. Alex says, 3.6 rank and 1 million. Why would I listen to you? You don't have to listen to me, Alex. You can literally do this and just scroll. It's up to you, bro. I just make FPL content for fun. Fulham lineup, Kevin doesn't even start. Don't say that. Don't you dare. Thoughts on Iron? Who's that? Only joking, I like your hair. My hair is shit, mate. My hair's terrible. I don't know what you're looking at. I literally, when I walked to my car from work, rain just fell on me at crazy amounts. So, your hair looks very fertile, and I'd like to touch it and run away. Alex, I really appreciate that, man. That's like a nice message. Kevin isn't starting, by the way. There's no lineup out. I'm a Fulham fan. Kevin wouldn't be starting if you didn't know. Yeah, someone in YouTube chat, Dan, because I stream on both platforms, they played Kevin this week over Reinders. So we're waiting on the lineup to come out, and then we can give it we can give him a bit of banter. I'd like to cut your hair off and keep it in my pocket to look after when I'm sad. Alex, you are a gentleman. You came in with a bit of aggression. You're clowning. And then you're being nice now. I appreciate it. But maybe I give you my hair, Alex. Do you want my hair? We could arrange that. Like an OnlyFans type deal. You can pay me. I'll shave my hair. Hope your team does well because I have 60% the same team. Aaron, I hope your team does well, brother, because, you know, we're very close. Yeah, I think we'll do okay. I just need to survive this week, to be honest. Semenyo will score more than Haaland this week. Do you reckon? Where is the lineups? We're miles away from the lineups, aren't we? I know we're like 15 minutes away. We're not far away from lineups. We'll wait till the lineups. Are you implying you're not happy with your team? No, I'm not fully happy with my team. But I'm wildcarding next week regardless. I think my team looks okay, actually. But, I mean, who would I change in my team? I don't quite like Virgil van Dijk there. I don't quite like Anderson, although longer term I think I will hold Anderson. I'm not 100% convinced on Fernandes, but a good fixture at least. Everyone else is okay. I just think with the fixture swing in game week 8 and some teams looking a little bit better, we'll be going into a triple Arsenal on wildcard. We will probably have one of Salah or Haaland with a combination of Haaland and Isak if I do go that way. There's a lot of considerations for wildcards. But yeah. It's hard to say exactly who I would have. No team news yet, Connor. No team news yet. I can't even speak. I've got Porro. Is he going to start? I hope he does, George. I hope he does. Because my bench is not looking good, Bev. Just use the common ones, bro. Maybe just 1 or 3 differentials. I mean, I'm going to pick the players I think are going to get the most points. If they're differential, if they're high-owned, it doesn't matter to me. That's kind of how I play. This game will be the death of me. Being template is no fun. I mean, being template is fun because you kind of just don't really move and rank and you're kind of just okay. But yeah, having some of your own picks definitely how you should go. Connor, I'm sorry to break it to you, bro, but Kevin's not playing. Kevin is there. Yo, how we doing? How we doing? Rank gone down a bit. I'm 14k right now. Using free hit this week. Hopefully going back up. Nice. Yeah, Kevin's really fun to own, Connor, because he just doesn't even play. No, all jokes aside, man, like, unlucky, bro. No, bro chose Kevin. I told ya. Is Saka in your wild cards? Yeah, potentially next week. Yeah. Thinking of using my triple captain on Haaland was a mistake. Oh no, really? Why do you think that? I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm betting I shouldn't do FPL shit for fun. Oh, you're betting, right? Okay. Should have stuck with Reinders. I told you. Maybe you get 0 minutes and I get Reinders anyway. I think he'll play. I'll break that to you now. I think he'll come off the bench. Don't even know who has Kevin. He could just be a practical joke for all I know. Unless Kevin comes off the bench and maybe bangs, I'm better off selling. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I would... At this point, you'd probably hold him. Nah, I wouldn't really. Right, I said I'd stay till the lineups came out. You think he's acting to play a full 90? Maybe not a full 90, but a majority of the minutes. Yes, I do think so. But yeah, we're going to end stream there, folks. If you're on TikTok, go over and subscribe on the YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated for everyone to do that. We're very close to 1,000 subs. But yes, I'm going to eat my tea and watch the game. Do Newcastle own Sunderland? No. I mean, look at the table. Mind the gap, lads. Mind the gap. Tell you that now. But yeah, I'm going to go off, gents. So I will catch you sometime next week. It is an international break, so there'll be maybe less videos than normal. But if you want to see anything in particular, we will see you next week. But yeah, any video ideas, just shoot me a message on anything. But yeah, thank you for the stream, everyone. If you want me to go live again, Zafran, we will do it at some point. We'll maybe do a game week review live. But yeah, appreciate everyone for stopping by, especially on TikTok and YouTube. Big shout outs to everyone. But yeah, see you later on YouTube, guys. Cheers, lads. And of course, on YouTube, we give you special attention. A special goodbye, because you are the goats of the YouTube space. Zafran, Connor, Orange Apple, Jack, all of you guys. Legends. Legends. I'll see you next week, fellas. Enjoy.